This is our latest Capital.com Forex broker review. I'm Noam.
And I'm Justin. We've been comparing Forex brokers for over a decade now, and we've been looking at the latest when it comes to CFD and broker insights.
In this video, we look under the hood of one of the most rapidly growing Forex brokers in the world, Capital.com. All right, Justin, let's dive in. We looked at Capital.com quite extensively, and you looked at a bunch of key areas of the broker. Let's start with the overall verdict that we gave them. We gave them a pretty whopping score of 75 out of 100, which places them among the better brokers that we promote on CompareForexBrokers. What do we like about them?
So it's all really changed probably in the last 12 to 24 months. Capital.com used to be considered a smaller broker, but really they've re-engineered their whole offering, really focused on some core markets with competitive fees and on set targets and set offerings. And what's happening is a balloon in popularity, and they've actually got over 740,000 traders now. So a very popular broker, probably the fastest growing broker, and we'll go into some of the more details as to why.
Okay, great. So the first category that you looked at was probably the most important area. Everyone likes to save money on trading, so we looked at fees. What did you think about Capital.com's fees?
So this is that kind of laser focus. So most brokers offer a range of different fee options. Capital.com don't. They focus on commission-free trading only. And when it comes to commission-free, that means that the spread is 95% of the fee. And we compared their spreads, and it was within the top 25% of the lowest. And they're offering these this spread-only account not just for CFD/Forex trading. They also offer it for a specialist type of trading called spread betting in the UK. So there's actually only 16 providers in the world offering spread betting. They are one of them, and their fees are within the lowest 25%. So again, a real commitment to say, hey, we're not going to offer something for everyone. We're going to go really laser focused, and we're going to offer really good value, and that's what Capital.com have achieved.
Okay, the next area that you looked at was trading platforms, and they've pretty much got most bases covered. I know they've got TradingView, which you love. They've got MT4, MT5. Why don't you talk to the guys back home a little bit about their trading platforms?
Again, not trying to go for niche platforms, etc. They're focusing on the most popular one, which is MT4, the fastest growing one like themselves, which is TradingView. We really like the fact that they've got pretty fast execution speed. So just for those that don't really understand the importance, often you'll see a quote, and then you go and make a trade, and you don't get the same price. And that's called slippage. It can work for or against you. It normally works against you in our experience. So it's generally you want a good trading environment, and that's what Capital.com provides. So obviously we're talking about things like their server speed, server locations. Again, knowing the key markets that we're going to and the countries that they're catering for certainly helps compared to a broker that's trying to target LATAM, Europe, North America. These are the types of brokers that may struggle in certain environments, and certainly that's not what Capital.com does. So they're offering the three most popular platforms, and then they're offering a really good trading environment for those platforms.
Okay, so that was trading platforms. The next category that we looked at was safety. This is a big one. We actually provide a score specifically for safety, and the trust score we gave them was 79. Where did they get points? Where did they lose points?
Okay, let's go into where they lose points straight away. Regulation. So, laser focus here. Rather than trying to get regulated all around the world, so let's say North America, Canada, Germany, South Africa, regulation, while it's great, is expensive. And while the larger brokers can afford it, Capital.com's gone the other way. They've said, look, we want to be regulated with T1 regulators, but only in countries we really service. So for example, in the UK, they're regulated by the FCA, the UK regulator. They're in Europe by CISIC, which is European. In Australia by ASIC. in UAE by they're regulated as well. So they're regulated in the core areas, but not in others. So we had to mark them down because they're not regulated across the world. So for example, in the US, we're not recommending capital, but if you're someone like Dubai, we absolutely do. So that's regulation and reputation. We've gone through the fact that they are very fast growing. What's really interesting is like the key markets where they are popular. So Germany, they're very popular. You can see this on our review page. They're popular in the UK, they're popular in the UAE, which I mentioned before. So really a very strong European focus. And then here in Australia, they're also gaining popularity as well. So again, probably US, etc., a lot less well known, LATAM, but this is that laser focus, which probably gives them some good efficiencies. And finally, the review. So when we look at something like an area like Trustpilot, and what's pretty obvious is overall very strong reviews by a wide range of traders. So obviously what they're doing in the last 24 months especially is working. People like it. We've certainly heard several people requesting capital.com based on their trading experience, and we've certainly can tell that they have a very strong community that likes the products.
Yep. So the next category that we looked at was product range. Again, this is really important because nowadays, even though we're called CompareForexBrokers, people don't just trade Forex anymore. They're trading cryptocurrencies, they're trading ETFs, they're trading indices, they're trading other CFDs. What did you like about the product offering of Capital.com?
The core range of Capital.com remains Forex. So you've got being able to trade your major currencies, I say the Euro, USD, they do minors, and they do a good range of exotics, which are becoming more popular.
Yeah, they've got 120 currency pairs, I can see here in our review. So
there you go.
Quite extensive.
Then you got your commodity trading, so you can trade commodities as a CFD, you can trade shares, you can trade cryptocurrencies, you can trade indices. So pretty much the main areas that you would want to trade, they offer it. It does depend on the region that you live and the regulator you're under. So for example, in the UK, you can't trade cryptocurrency as a retail trader, so therefore they can't offer it. They're also restricted by the leverage of the regulators. So that may be 30 to 1 when it comes to something like the FCA in the UK, whereas in other jurisdictions that could be a lot higher in the hundreds. So it's restricted by the regulator, not by themselves. I mentioned before when it came to fees, they also offer spread betting. There are only 16 brokers in the world offering spread betting. We have a website called spreadbet.co.uk just servicing that small niche, but they do offer it. And as I mentioned earlier, their fees are within the lowest 25% of the 16 brokers. So they offer competitive fees, great range. Literally, if you want to trade, they'll offer it. It just comes down to the regulator of what those exact trading conditions are.
Okay. So there you have it, guys. We'll just summarize it quickly for everybody back home. We've given them an overall rating of 75 out of 100. Justin, when it came to trading costs, we gave them a score of 7 out of 10. What do we like about their trading costs in a word?
We like the fact that they've only gone for standard account and the spreads on that account are very competitive.
Trading platforms, we gave them a score of 6 out of 10. They don't have a lot of trading platforms, but they've got the really important ones. They've got
TradingView, which I like.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
MT4, which is the most popular, and MT5, which is also rapidly growing and a great gateway for crypto trading too. We then gave them a score of 79 out of 100 for trust, and we like them because they do have ASIC regulation. They've got SCA regulation in Cyprus in Europe, and they also have FCA regulation in the UK.
They've gone to the effort of being regulated in the regions that they really focus on traders and ignore the regions such as America where they've chosen not to. So obviously, as I said, regulation's great, but it's expensive. So they're really gone for that laser focus of trying to accommodate certain traders in certain areas and give them the best, most competitive offering possible.
Yep, and then the last category that we looked at was range of markets. We gave them an incredible score here of 9 out of 10. Again, they've got 120 different types of crypto pairs, currency pairs, sorry. They offer crypto trading, although look closely at our review because crypto is not available in every single jurisdiction. They offer share trading, they offer indices, commodities. They really do have like a really impressive offering when it comes to the range of products that they offer. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this review, or if you have any other suggestions on other videos that you'd like Justin and I to create for you, particularly when it comes to reviewing brokers, because it just seems that our industry is just continuing to grow, please let us know in the comment section down below. Don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about us and keep watching for the next video. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.